Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy. Yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy. Take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy. It's what you mean. Why you chase the crust and I take the lead? Living rent-free. That's my name. Go ahead, say it. Put some respect on your name. Man, I'm too old. Well, here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants. Stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right. Spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. We are having a good one here tonight. Still pulling up all kinds of stuff because I'm a fool in most ways. It happens. it's me. It's me. I swear it is me. I messed up. I pulled up something. I was like, how come this doesn't look like the right document? I was looking at it and I looked at it twice and I was like, oh, that's because I'm an idiot. I pulled up the wrong document altogether. So let me get that straightened out real quick before I move on too far. Cause well, you know, like I said, I'm a fool most of the time. It's just me. It's not you. It's me. I swear. Why did that disappear? I know I saved it there. Did it go away? Huh. Odd, but I'll get it straightened out here shortly. For some reason, something happened here. Oh, I see what happened. I removed the wrong damn file. That's why. Let me get that straightened out real quick. It's me. It's not you. I hope everybody's doing good this evening. That's funny, Jack. I was listening to the expert earlier and he was talking about that too. I don't understand what all of it was going about. You know, but like I said, I'm most days I'm slightly an idiot. Other days I'm completely an idiot. Today is one of those days where I'm a complete idiot. I swear. It's me. It's me. I swear. I've been having an interesting day, and I had all these notes up and everything, and then I just completely like spazzed out. Hot the song. You know, I hope it is. I hope it's good. I hope it's enjoyable. You know, I heard the shit show song and you miss it. Well, Fallen Hero will bring it in for you just for you, because thank you, Fallen Hero, for gifting that membership. Oof.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Oh, yeah. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome, Fallen Hero. Hello, everyone. Mug Raider here. Welcome, Mug Raiders. Oh my gosh, it's always a beautiful day whenever the mug is on fire. Now, I don't know what they were talking about because, well, I wasn't able to do that. I did another stream with the lovely Mo in the deep end. We do that every Monday. We've been doing those over on the usually on the Rumble and Twitter side to keep those from getting us in copyright territory. So that's why we tend to stream those over there. But those will probably be over in the next couple of weeks, I would say. Next couple of weeks, the video portion of it, and then we're going to get into some court documents on all of this. So it's going to be pretty good. Hey, fan of the truth. All over again. Yes, Fed Town's finest. Good to see you over there on the Rumble side. Yes. We do stream over there on the Rumble side also. It keeps it going. So, if you're missing it in one place, you're going to find it in one of the others because, well, that's how we roll here most of the time. I'm scrolling down so I can pick up where I left off on this book if I can find it. I know it's here somewhere. That's part 2. There it is. Yes, just in case we have to get a little bit more of the book going again. Welcome to Foxes and Umbrellas Peoples. Well, I will tell you that the Foxes and the Umbrellas Peoples, they're pretty awesome. They are actually pretty damn awesome. And let me cut that right there and move this one over to this. I've been trying to do a little bit better by keeping my show notes because there's so much going on in these stories that it's hard to keep track of what I've already talked about, what I haven't talked about. And I hate having to repeat it over and over and over again, especially as crazy as this stuff gets going. We need some more thong contests. You like that this morning? That was pretty good. We like the thong contest. Welcome, Kathleen Richardson, Christensen. Thank you very much for coming by. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. Well, everyone seems to be doing well. I am doing spectacularly, marvelously today. I woke up and just felt like $1 million. I don't know if it's the weather just hit the perfect thing or I hit the right amount of sleep, but it was awesome. Still love the Brazilian bikini story this morning. Yeah. I mean, hey, show your hands. Shame on you. Welcome, Ancient Drummer Muppet. That is awesome. Thank you so much for coming by. Yes. We're living life on the edge. Because, oh my gosh, we're reading court documents over here. Isn't it just so amazing? I think it really drives them nuts because you notice they don't go after me like they did before. Which means that they're scared that I'll dig a little bit deeper, but they already pushed it to that limit. So it's gonna be me digging in and showing you exactly what it is. Shimmer's over from Mug Stream. Love the Mug Streams. I wasn't watching it tonight, so forgive me. I don't. That's why whenever Jack Miles said they were talking something, I was like, oh, I heard there was something about it because I watched about 10 or 15 minutes of expert stream before I had to, get everything set up over here. And we were talking about doing a stream over a Valhalla's tonight with, it's just a group of guys that get together and do a stream. But, we weren't able to. Deaf and blind autocorrect. Damn it. It happens. Lost respect for Megan as a person, for her skills in investigation. I don't know exactly what she said, but I mean, I don't know. Chat's being weird. I sent 2 messages and neither showed. Well, this one showed. You know what happens sometimes? I've had this happen before. I'll be typing something in and it doesn't type it in. It's just so weird. So I don't know. I really don't know. But you know, it's you're fine. If you know, the thing is, that's the beauty of YouTube. If you're not in agreement with something, you can change the channel. But I guarantee you, you know, if you really dug down, you might find that everything is just going to be fine. Max Louds with a $1 super chat. Oh, thank you so much, Max. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for keeping me apprised on that. Because we're going to touch a little bit on Shara's post. I mean, that was her thing was pretty damn interesting. Whenever I got a chance to sit down and read through that, I was like, holy cow. I mean, I knew they were bad. I just didn't realize they would stoop to that kind of level, but I'm always amazed. Sorry, I got you right there. You got right there. You're good. Thank you, Max. I appreciate you. Nothing to check on my end. No, you're good. Oh, you're so awesome. So, this filing came in, I believe it was Friday. And it was pretty interesting to me once I started like actually digging into it and reading it a little bit. It was the bone breaks motion to dismiss here. So, which I found really interesting. Pursuant to Federal Rule Procedure 12B6, Defendant Raymond G. Bonebreak respectfully moves to dismiss the complaint against for failure to state a claim upon which relief can be granted. In support thereof, defendant states as follows. Well, the only problem is, Bonebreak, there was plenty that there was shown. And the thing is, I'm surprised that the judge didn't just outright deny this motion and just move on. I mean, I understand Randy's going to have to file a response to this. Same as the flea. It's the same motion that they're making. One's just a little more condensed, so it doesn't bore you with a whole bunch of crap, but it's written in the same way. Because what he fails to understand is this introduction here it's not that it just names you as part of a broad group of alleged conspirators. It actually shows in that document what those things were that they found so reprehensible. Because what you're trying to show here is the same thing that all these idiots are doing, which is showing the wrong damn stuff. You're reading not enough of it. And so let me get in here and show you exactly what you're missing out on there. Because see, you've got your general allegations, you've got your jurisdiction and venue, and it's just basically talking about the general allegations. And then it goes into Lee's scheme. Now, if you go down here, we can go through all the. Now, if you're asking, it doesn't show definitive evidence, it shows you right here. Do you not see all of these right here? All of these are showing all of this that the Lee was involved in. Okay. So whenever Lee is saying, oh, you didn't show me definitive evidence. Well, what is this right here? On 8/4/2024, referring to Mr. Hales, that this person, Jeremy, is shady. He's underhanded. He uses people. He obsesses with men's weens, that he's talking about people's weens. I'm tired of this guy getting away with ripping people off. He's stealing money from people that really can't afford to be sending him things. They're just nice, kind-hearted people. These are allegations that are pretty straightforward in the complaint. Mailed. Oh, yeah. But I'll get into that one, Max. I completely agree with you on that. From a deleted stream also shows that there's more. Yep. Saying that he embezzled money from a church. And 1028, 1029, 1026. Do you need anything more definitive there, Felisa? Because it looks to me like he's showing every single bit of it. And they even have it down here in Exhibit 1. But we're not talking about Fleesa tonight. See, Fleesa had one particular thing that she was supposed to respond to, and she could have, she made probably the right motion, but it wouldn't have done any good. But then we get down to Preston. Okay, so we hit Preston. We still haven't hit anything else that he's raising questions about. Well, let's see here. Let's keep scrolling. Okay, we're scrolling down here. Okay, general allegations we're still under, as far as I can tell. These are the things. They're general. Preston, Cook, Preston. I mean, I'm scrolling here, and the thing is he's not citing any damn thing, because now we're in Cook, then we get into Helm, then we get into Helm. There's Ducey. Where's Bone Break here? Let's go down here. I mean, we're looking here. Oh, we're still on Ducey. We're still on the Bubbles portion of it, and there's the Huges. We go down here to Keezy's. Well, okay, Tesh and Dorks. And then look, here's Raymond's. Says Ray, he's a current YouTube subscriber. He doesn't associate him with everything above. He's just got it under J right here. So Ray, he's a current YouTube subscription fan, over 85,000 people. Raymond conceals his location all times when operating. Since June 2024, he's made public videos stating that he's in the mix trying to tear Mr. Hales apart. That's a pretty definitive statement. On February 22nd, 2025, made the following false statement about Hales and Mr. Hales. What we have said about Jeremy when Michelle and John were involved, what did Jeremy say? I want money. Give me all your money. I can't give it back to you. I want money. He does that every week. He goes out live and he gets his eyes going and he slobbers. So this is a definitive statement that he made. And then he makes false statements about Hales. Mr. Hales, they're presented in a way that imply clear factual accusations. He recommends viewers to watch the YouTube channels of Torschendorf, Lee, Keezy, Luthman. Raymond has appeared online on other YouTube channels with Torschendorf and Flea and Kesey, and displaying their relationship as joint torfeasers and co-conspirators for all the world to see as part of the anti-Hales media ecosystem. And that's it. This is all, this right here is his definitive portion of what he's claiming. Definitive. 6/18/2025. Yeah, Wes. Check the date. This looks old. It is old. This was filed 6/18/2025. This right here was the amended complaint. Okay. And it took him this long to get served. Then he had 30 days to respond. And then, of course, what did Ray respond with? He says, however, the complaint fails to plead any specific actual conduct by a defendant beyond vague assertions of association with other defendants and generalized defamatory statements made on a YouTube channel. Well, I would say this right here sounds pretty definitive. All you need is one. Right there, February 22nd, 2025. It's whenever he made that statement. And he hadn't stopped. Bone sucker. Bone sucker. So, of course, then he wants to talk about a legal standard. Well, here's the only problem. The legal standard was already met. So here's what his argument is in this. That he lacks standing. He has no individual standing for claims belonging to Elephant Shoe LLC. Because it doesn't matter. He's included that in there. He hasn't said Elephant Shoe has done anything. That is his LLC. That is his backing. The company, Jeremy Hales individually, however, the damages and business interests allegedly clearly belong to Elephant Shoe LLC. The legal business entity, Jeremy Hales, as an individual, lacks standing to assert claims for harm to the business. Actually, it does. If you're If you're harming the person, the individual, you're harming the company. A shareholder, general, or may not bring suit for injury to the corporation. No, he's talking about himself. This is where you're failing to miss out on it. Without proper standing, claims brought by Mr. Hales individually related to business damage must be dismissed. Well, no, it doesn't have to be dismissed, because if you're harming his company, if you're harming him, you're harming his business. So, I mean, I don't know why the judge would even look at this, trying to resubmit this for Bone Sucker. Yeah, she tried to resubmit it for Bone Sucker, but it didn't work. I mean, she's already filed one, and now she's filing another. Plaintiffs failed to state a claim in which defendant, because the complaint alleges only vague group association without specific conduct. Actually, it does. Every single one of these, right here, that specific conduct, pretty damn specific, I would say. It's not if it was Elephant Shoe Inc., he might have something. Yeah, he might. I mean, even the LLC might have something, but it's not just the LLC. So you have to understand that these folks are attacking him, attacking his business. They've been trying to bring down his business on a regular basis. The YouTube channel and generalized participation in a conspiracy by appearing on other channels and endorsing their content. These allegations fall short of the particularity required to state claims for defamation. Wait a second. Now, I'm pretty damn sure, if I look at this document again, where does it say that he's talking about defamation in this? I don't see any accusation that was made about him committing defamation. It seems like, let's see, hell, why don't we just give it a quick look? We'll just do a quick little search here. How about we look up defamation? Exact phrase, defamation. Mr. Hales to the Anti-Defamation League. All right. It says that they sent a cease and desist about defamation. It says another cease and desist about defamation. Name calling, Jeremy Hales' mission is to come up. Oh, that's right. They're the only people that Matskin made that allegation. So what are you talking about here, Ray? He didn't claim any defamation. So where is the defamation? See, you're failing right here. Felisa, you're failing at your writing. Maybe your reading comprehension skills are just as bad as everyone suspected they were. To survive a motion to dismiss, a complaint must allege facts demonstrating each defendant's individual participation. Well, the only problem is they did. They already showed that. And throughout this whole document, it shows all of the problems that you were having with this. I mean, we can go down here, count 1, malicious prosecution. That's her. Count 2, violation of deceptive, unfair trade practices. And then we can go down here to FDUTPA, which is, it's basically, well, it looks like they're talking about Lee's right there, doesn't it? Lee continues to solicit consumers through deceptive, misleading, unfair practices. I mean, I'm not seeing anything here under the Lanham Act. I mean, it looks to me like they're talking about the flea. That's it. That's the only person that they're showing right there. That's what it looks like. Do you see anything here? Alleges that the allegations contained in 1 through 6, paragraphs 19 through 54, and paragraphs 165 through 172 above, as set through herein. So he's being very specific about the paragraphs that he cited in here. Now, if they had taken the time to actually read the document, they would have understood. Here's the problem. Whenever you run things through like your little whatever AI thing that you're running it through, it's just a word of advice. Maybe pull out each individual section and address those individually. Just not, you know, speaking as a non-lawyer, that might be the way that you want to do it if you're going to continue to use AI. I mean, that's one way to like really get to the meat of what's being said. But I don't think you're smart enough to figure this one out. I mean, maybe one day you will. But that's the problem, is you're wanting to make something out of something that's not there. So you're sort of screwing that up left and right. Oh, geez. It's talking about Lee right here. As you can see, what he's claiming has to do with the flea. Doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Count 4. Oh, look, wait, what do we see? Oh, let's scroll down a little bit further. What does it say? Oh, there's Deucey. And then we scroll down here a little bit further. What does that look like? Oh, geez. It doesn't look like it says bone crusher. It just says the flea. And we scroll down a little bit further. Where are we getting to? Oh, it's Deucey again. Oh my gosh. Wow. Now, press it. Oh my gosh, this isn't bone crusher at all either. I mean, we're scrolling down here. Oh, there's Cook, and where are we going down here? Oh, huge. Oh, we go to past huge. Helm. No, that's not you either, bone crusher. So what is it? Nope, that's the gator Cook. What do we got? Oh, nope, that's the dork. And a little bit further. Oh, here we go to Raymond. As you can see, talking about paragraphs 1 through 6, 19 through 54, 155 through 161, and paragraphs 165, 172. Raymond and all defendants agreed to intentionally participate in a civil conspiracy among themselves and with other individuals, the purpose of which was to commit violations of Florida's Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices, which is the FDTUPA. Okay. False advertising under the Lanham Act and the tortious interference with advantageous business relationships. Raymond knew of the scheme, assisted in it in all acts, all defendants, co-conspirators, including engaging in unconscionable, unfair, deceptive acts or practices that offend established public policy and are immoral, unethical, oppressive, unscrupulous, or substantially injurious to consumers. Now, it doesn't have to fill every single one of those. All it needs is one of those. As you can see, whenever it says that offend established public policy, and any one of these, immoral, unethical, oppressive, unscrupulous, and as you can see, it says, or substantially injurious. And if it would have said and, it would have been a completely different phrase. They're likely to deceive customers acting reasonably in the same circumstances, cause injury or detriment. It can be either one of those, making false or misleading state descriptions of fact and false or misleading representations of fact that in commercial advertising or promotion misrepresent the characteristics, qualities, and reputation of Hales commercial activities, and despite knowledge of the customer's contractual business relationship with Hales, intentionally and or with valid justification interfering with such relationships. He's liable for the acts because jointly or severely, either together or separately, liable for the acts of the other members of the conspiracy which were committed in furtherance of the conspiracy. And as you can see, as you've seen, hey, how you doing, gutter girl? Going to Dallas? Sorry. I saw an old Red Fox video today. It's hilarious. As a result of conspiracy, Hales suffered damages. See, that's all that it's talking about. This right here is showing the count. It laid it out. It showed the count. Now it's not Randy's fault that you idiots can't read this stuff or comprehend it. Defendant statements are protected opinion, non-actionable under First Amendment. Well, that would be fine, except whenever you're arguing the wrong thing. See, you're arguing something about First Amendment. He's talking about interfering with his business. Completely different. Two different things. There's nothing wrong with free speech. And had you used your free speech, it'd be amazing how well you'd be getting along with people, but you didn't use your First Amendment to free speech. You went after somebody's business, and those acts of attacking someone's business and also knowing about it and promoting it, sort of what caused all this in the first place, or else you'd never been brought in. It doesn't matter if you show up on someone's YouTube channel and are there. You're not involved with their every single thing. But if you're going on their YouTube channel and you're promoting the same kind of propaganda, the same kind of issues, then you're tied into it. And that's where the action comes from. You know, here's the thing. And I'll just use this as an example. Say, for instance, I showed up on Alex Jones' show or something like that, and I was talking about this particular pleading and not talking about anything that Alex Jones has done or said or anything like that. And then Alex Jones says something, say, for example, about Sandy Hook. Okay. It wouldn't matter if I was there or not, if I do anything about it, for example, then they could bring action against me. Now, in another instance, if I came on and I was, for example, talking about this and not referring anything to do with Sandy Hook, for example, there would be no reason for them to say anything to me or come after me. If they asked me about it, I go, well, I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And they wouldn't have anything actionable. See, that there's the big difference, is just because you're showing up on someone's show doesn't necessarily mean that you're liable for their actions. Same way that you've seen other people have come on their streams and nobody said anything about them. Nobody gives two craps about those people. Those people weren't included in the lawsuit. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not an attorney. I'm just looking at it from, a third party here. Statements that cannot be reasonably interpreted as stating actual facts are protected. Well, yeah, but you're stating things that are not. The complaints alleges statements such as defendants slobbering or tearing apart plaintiffs lack the specificity or factual content necessary to constitute defamatory statements of fact. Well, let's see exactly what it was that you said, Raymond, because we can go back up to it here. Let's get it back up there. This is still the flea. Oh my gosh. And still conspiracy. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And flea, more of her shite. If you look, it says creation or copycat of what ails Facebook to lure, establish, Maskin, Helm, Lee, Preston, Cook, and Lothman. Hughes personally posed this hate group. Doesn't say anything about you there, does it, Raymond? No, doesn't say anything about you. Let's see. Megan Fogg. No, that's Lothman. Okay. But right here, what it says is this right here. See, this is the statement, Ray. This is the statement that got you in trouble. See, right there. That right there is what got you in trouble. So whenever you're saying that the complaint alleges statements such as defendants slobbering or tearing apart plaintiffs lack the specificity, well, I would say that's pretty specific right there, because he's telling you the person, he's telling you the date, showing you what the exact following false statement about Hales and Mr. Hales right here. What did we said about Jeremy when Michelle and John were involved? What did Jeremy say? I want money. Give me all your money. I can give it back to you. I want money. He does that every week and goes live and he gets his eyes going and he slobbers. That's the false statement. Mm-hmm. But see, this is the problem with these guys. They have a little PR group that likes to sit around, and they've got their PR lead that likes to organize, that likes to tell these people what they need to be talking about. gives them all the talking points. Yeah. That's what PR teams do. See, my talking points come from me actually reading the damn documents. So we know that the flea can't read the damn documents because anytime she tries to, it just sounds like she's trying to choke down a bag full of marbles. Plaintiff failed to plead a valid civil conspiracy claim against defendant. A civil conspiracy claim requires allegations of an agreement between two or more persons. He doesn't have to show that because that would come out in discovery. Something like this would come out in discovery. I mean, if you believe that there's no claim against a defendant for a civil conspiracy, this is really this can be solved really fast, Ray. If you want to prove that there's no valid civil conspiracy, then take all the emails that you've gotten from the flea and send them to Jeremy. If there's no civil conspiracy, take all the emails that you've got from all the other people that are named in this lawsuit and send those emails to Jeremy. Private text messages, phone calls, all of that stuff. Send it to Jeremy and say there's nothing to see here. You know, that's the quickest way to get all this shit dropped. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Be really interesting. Wouldn't it, Ray? Claims based on group pleading or mere association with the conspiracy fail under Twombly-Ipical. And these are the same pleadings that the flea did try to use. But it's not on a group pleading. It's showing you that there's a full conspiracy. And if there isn't one, then he doesn't have a case. But it seems like you guys can't get past all of this. Why don't you get to discovery? Maybe if you get to discovery, you're going to find out what exactly was being said. Oh, but we already know what's going to happen. I mean, we predicted the same kind of shit about them tearing each other apart early on. That it wouldn't be long before they kicked Lynette to the curb. It wouldn't be long before they started using the child to grift off of. And that happened pretty damn quick, didn't it? As a matter of fact, it happened about the same amount of time. They continued to use the child to grift off, kick Michelle to the curb, and then proceed to like berate her and even more and withhold her money. We told you this stuff months ago. I mean, if you were here and you were paying attention, you saw all the crap that they were going to do. You know, it's prediction of it's like the inevitable of watching what they're going to do. Plaintiffs failed to state a claim for tortious interference because they did not allege a specific interference by a defendant. Well, that's the only problem because that right there is part of the rest of the issues that are going along. Via an actual attorney, through Ray, sell that Escalade in your garage and hire a real attorney. I don't know. I would say hire a damn attorney if you're into these kind of lawsuits. You're looking at that kind of money, hire a damn attorney. And, you know, you see, and I point this out because you can go back to the wonderful pleading by help. Oh my God. His attorney pled everything that he needed to. That's it. That was it. Just pled what he needed to. And they're trying to plead the same thing. And that's the problem is Helm, the accusations against him were something else entirely. And you notice how he hasn't gone and continued on with this stuff. Weird, isn't it? I mean, these are people that were trying to avoid service. For the foregoing reasons, defendant respectfully requests this court dismiss the complaint against him with prejudice. With prejudice? No, that would be a little too soon because you haven't gotten all of the information. Shut up and avoid Fleesa. Yeah, pretty much. It contains, and you can tell that this was done by someone. Oh, well, geez. Is that interesting? Because if I'm not mistaken, this right here is a big boo-boo. See that right there? And that right there. Those are big boo-boos, Ray. Or should I say Felisa? Those are really big boo-boos. Really big. Big. Very big boo-boos. Yep. And it certifies that he sent it via email on the 16th day of July. 16th day of July? Really? You signed off on that? That's interesting, right? Why would you send this out on the 16th day of July? So 16th day of July, you sent this out. Wow. Damn. I mean, I could understand if it would have been, you know, the 16th of August. But it's saying here that, wow, geez, man, that's like August 22nd. This was filed. Interesting. Bone Crusher's not allowed to email. Yeah. I just hope Max Lab knows I appreciate his support of What the Hells and all the YouTubers who follow and report on What the Hells. Oh, well, thank you. We are so much watching this and almost just comically laughing that they've managed to show their hand again and again and again. And it doesn't stop. I mean, if you thought that this was almost a month and a half, you think? You see, this finally is a copy and paste repeat of what the Flea said in more trouble. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, she filed her last pleading, and of course that the response is due. Oh God, I think it was 14 days is what the judge gave him. 14 days to file a response. And you know, we'll just wait and see what the judge says after he reads this, because I mean, I would be really surprised. And you know, here's the thing. It's easy to make mistakes on a filing and on a pleading. And this is why you pay the attorney to get it right. Because whenever an attorney makes a mistake, they know how to fix the problem. The only problem is they don't know what problems they're making. Well, mostly they just know that they're just wasting time tomorrow and again. File, copy, paste. Yeah, it's all a copy, file, and paste. I mean, it's pretty damn obvious what they're trying to do. Pretty damn obvious. I mean, they've stated as much. But we have an open letter for you guys. So might as well just get that open letter out there and just have fun.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
An open letter to the moron that wrote the slow motion train wreck of Ray's filing. Dear distinguished members of the gallery, there are moments in every circus when the clown stumbles so badly the audience doesn't know whether to laugh, cry, call for a medic. Today, that fucktard is Ray, because there are filings that arrive with weight in some attempt to meet the allegations, and then there are the things that Ray says. His latest delivery wasn't a defense so much as a sermon from a pew no one asked him to preach from. The old man laces his words with that self-righteous tone like he's about to bless the court with wisdom from on high, but what comes out is just reheated garbage, arguments that don't even apply to him, mailed in courtesy of Felisa, the chain-smoking hack queen of the microphone. But let's be honest, Ray didn't write this. Felisa did. She screamed it into her microphone between hacking coughs, lit another cigarette, and convinced herself the shrill echo of her own voice made her a lawyer. Ray just let her type his name at the bottom as if his limp dick signature somehow transforms Felisa's fat-fingered nonsense into legal argument. Well, it doesn't. All it transforms is Ray into an absolute fucking fool, a man willing to let a raspy voice grifter play ventriloquist while he sits on her knee, her hand fisted so far up his ass his mouth moves. And what's this paper? Oh, well, it's not a defense against what Ray is actually accused of. He's not being dragged into court for consumer fraud. He's not on the hook for false advertising. He isn't named for interfering with contracts. Those are Felisa's messes, but here Ray comes anyway, puffing up with that holier-than-thou dignity, sending the court a sermon about laws that he don't even touch him. Well, he shouts, "I didn't steal the crown jewels," when he's accused of holding the ladder for the thieves. He fights the wrong fight with the wrong words because those are the only words that Felisa typed out for him. Oh, and Felisa, with her smoker's rasp, already threw Lynette under the bus when it suited her. Lynette learned the hard way that Felisa's loyalty is as thin as the paper she rolls her cigarettes with. One minute you're an ally, the next you're roadkill in the rear view. Well, Ray is too pompous to see it, too proud of his own high moral ground to notice the ground's already been dug out from under him. He lets Felisa type his words, scream his arguments into a microphone, mail his filings, yet he's so blind to the obvious. When she's done with him, she'll blame him for every failed argument she ever wrote. She'll cough out his name between drags and make him the scapegoat, just like she made Lynette yesterday's trash. So what does this leave us with? Well, paper mailed under Ray's name, but reeking of Felisa's cigarette and smoke. Filled with arguments that never applied to him, stamped with the stupidity of a man too pious to admit he doesn't even know what he's accused of. Well, it's not really a defense, it's a duet of delusion. Felisa screams, Ray sermonizes, the court gets nothing but wasted ink, wasted time, and an absolute headache. Well, what makes this whole charade even more laughable? Well, it's the Ray carries himself when he talks about it. That little smug, holier-than-thou tone, as if his words were carved into stone tablets and carried down from the mountaintop. Well, he acts like the court should be grateful just to bask in his glow of moral authority, when in reality, the only glow around him is that ash falling from Felisa's endless chain of cigarettes. He puffs himself up, pretends he's above the fray, but everyone can see the truth. You see it, I see it. Hopefully the court sees it, that he's just an old man clinging to a false sense of piety while Felisa hacks into her microphone and ghosts his defense. You do know, Ray, they made it worse on Lynette, or are you just too stupid to see that? Interesting. You might want to check that out, Ray. You were even shouting from the treetops. Oh, because in this defense itself is nothing. It doesn't touch the lies he spread, the conspiracy he fueled, the way he lent his voice to a chorus designed to smear and intimidate. Instead, it's filled with cut, paste arguments that belong to someone else's case, the kind of boilerplate that sounds legal if you don't bother to think about it. Well, the court was never asked to decide whether Ray is guilty of false advertising or unfair trade. Those aren't his charges. But instead of addressing the things he did do, the things he actually got called out for, he hides humble Felisa's skirt, because there's a lot of skirt there to hide behind. I don't even want to think about that. Rambling notes, repeating her words like scripture, as if volume and repetition could wash away his part of the scheme. But here's the problem with playing priest when you're really the altar boy. Sooner or later, that mask is going to slip. The sanctimony wears thin. The holier-than-thou pose crumbles under the weight of reality. Well, Ray can puff his chest all he wants to, but she still signed his name to her work. Still let a woman with a voice like a busted muffler scream his arguments into existence. Every page smells of smoke and desperation. Every word reveals the same thing. That this isn't a defense, it's just him getting screwed. The part that makes it tragic instead of just funny is what's waiting for him down the road, because Felisa doesn't do loyalty. You should know this, Ray. She already sacrificed Lynette without a second thought. And Lynette was supposed to be her ally. Now, so how many dollars did she scam off that child? Now that the story has changed, you help in leading the charge and letting her spend someone else's money exactly how she sees fit. When the time comes, she's going to do the same to you, Ray. She won't whisper about it. She'll broadcast it between coughs and wheezes for her audience to lap up like a bunch of sex-craved addicts. She'll paint you as the weak link, the burden, the reason her grand strategy collapsed. Ray, still polishing your halo, still insisting you're the righteous one. You won't see it coming until the bus tires are already rolling over your chest. And that's where the story is headed, and everyone but Ray seems to know it. He can keep letting her scribble his filings, keep pretending his signature sanctifies her madness, but it won't save him when she needs a scapegoat, because Felisa's loyalty ends the moment her voice box strains and her ashtray fills. When that day comes, the old man who thought he was untouchable will discover he was never more than a name she could borrow and a stamp she could use. And here's what the real question lands, Ray. How long before she does it to you? Now, you've played it, you watched it play out. Felisa, once a moderator for Jeremy himself, playing gatekeeper with the same smoker's rasp of self-importance. When the tide turned, she flipped, turned the job of helping into a crusade of hate. She's obsessed ever since. That vendetta has eaten years of her life, wrecked her reputation, and consumed anyone foolish enough to stand next to her. She grifted off a child's name, threw Lynette under the bus, she burned John Cook, she even scorched Jeremy himself, the very person she once volunteered to moderate for. Do you think that you're different? Do you really think you're the exception to the rule of Felisa's betrayal? Well, tell us, Ray, what bought you? Was it the soggy free DoorDash delivery she raves around like bribes, cold fries and greasy paper bags that somehow passed for loyalty points? Was it the fake prayers whispered between hacking coughs, each one faker than the last, but still enough to make you nod along like you're being blessed? Was it the talk of earth magic, her dollar store sorcery, her claim to psychic powers that sound more like devil worship than anything resembling faith? Did you fall for that shit? Well, did you let a woman who lights candles in an ashtray, calls it holy fire, convince you she had spiritual insight, prays with crystals and calls it religion? Or was it darker, Ray? Was it the thrill of doxing people, the rush of exposure, the cheap joy of smearing others with fake porn and lies? You cheered when it happened. You sat there while reputations were burned, while families were dragged, while private lives were turned into weapons. That give you your jollies, Ray? Was that the moment that Felisa hooked you? The moment her wheeze-filled whispers started sounding like gospel to your old ears? And you're accused of spreading lies, conspiring with liars, and helping fuel the machine that tore people down. Instead of defending yourself against that, you let her put your name on pages that didn't even touch your charges. You mailed it in because she told you to. Well, she mailed it in. And you sit there with your holier-than-thou pose as if sanctimony covers up complicity. Well, it doesn't. It never did, Ray. So answer the question, Ray. What did it for you? Was it the greasy food, the phony prayers, the psychic mumbo-jumbo, or the filth you called evidence? What exactly bought your royalty? Do you really think you're special, that she'll never turn on you the way she's turned on everyone else? Or are you just so desperate for purpose that you'll let that woman burn your name into the same ashtray she's been coughing to for years? Because here's the truth. You don't want to face if she could betray all of these people and still use a child to raise money just to destroy them. Then you're nothing but a disposable pawn. She's going to use your name. She's going to use your signature, your paper. And when she's done, she's going to throw you under that same bus. And when the tires roll over you, no prayer, no earth magic, no free delivery, no self-righteous sermon will save you. So I ask you again, Ray, and this time don't hide behind Felicia's words. What did it for you? What demon was worth your dignity? What sacrifice was your soul worth? Respectfully, screw you, Shizzy Wiznut, the one and only Papa Nut, still strapped to the short bus, crayons shoot down to the nubs as well as his fingernails, Velcro shoes squeaking louder than your sermons, and way too young to be your daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wiznut.
Holy cow, we've got some interesting stuff. Holy cow, it's that late. I had no idea it's getting that damn late. How you doing? How you doing? He's an idiot. Jumped into all of this, ran to his question, and Willie, don't feel sorry for him at all. No, I don't. Not a damn bit. There's no point in feeling bad for him at all. I mean, if you want to, that's your choice. But me, I've got no sympathy for him. I mean, he went after Megan's family. He went after my family. He went after Tug's family. He's gone after Jay Hip. He's gone after every single person because he's got some sort of, I don't know, sick fantasy that he's smarter than everybody else. Hell, he's told Lisa, don't give her that money because she don't know how to spend her own damn money. Like, what gives you that fucking right, Ray? Good Lord. Oh, he can't help but take naps whenever I'm on. Don't you worry about it. Good to see you, Yamaha. Hope you're having a good evening, brother. Sure missed you on Sunday. It was good. It was good. Wait until next Sunday. Next Sunday is whenever the story's going to get really, really good. Hello, Marion Fields. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. I believe that. Well, this right here came out from Shara, and everybody was saying, dude, you should read this. Now, I did give it a glance over. I haven't had a chance to write a nice little response letter to this one, but let's get into it just a little bit. And I do have some more of my book a little bit coming up later. And if Yamaha's feeling better, he's always welcome to join in and read for about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes before I end. If he wants to. John Cook threatens body bags, talks CPO, video vanishes. This was August 23rd, 2025 by Shara Wolf. If you haven't checked her out, go check out Shara Wolf. She does her own writing. She does her own investigations. And she's got the support. Looks like Jeremy Hales is saying 100% supporting her in her efforts. The people are coming after her. And now, again, I guarantee you they're going to come after her. Otter Creek and a Golden Key. Oh, what is that? PR team. This article is for documentation in real time concerning statements made on a YouTube show yesterday by John Cook and Felisa. This was a 7-hour, 51 minutes, and 38-second live stream video. Now, she's included some of the full context quotes from a small portion of the video. All images were taken from the public internet and redacted for fair use in a high-profile story. Disclaimers, beaches. I copied this thing down today. So if you're seeing a date on here, that's only because I turned it into a PDF today. Megan and Tug raid. Welcome, Megan and Tug raiders. He's sticking with Flea. so she can help with his filings. Now, according to this, John Cook was present as a guest on a YouTube video yesterday, so this would have been on the 22nd, along with another guest, the Flea. Now, the Flea had previously referred to herself as public relations representative in a high-profile story involving Cook and the former wife, Lynette Michelle Preston. Lee has been heard obsessively covering the story as their voice to the extremes, fortuitously making herself a part of the story. Now, what have I said before? Don't become part of the story. Repeat after me. Do not become part of the story. Lee just can't seem to get enough of Jeremy. Covering every inch of the talented, gifted, famous Oh, stop stroking his ego, Shara. It's actually pretty good. He is very gifted and famous and talented. Yes, he is very talented. Jeremy Hale's life, Lee just can't seem to get enough of him. It's very true. She just can't. The above image was published on a website created by the Flea where she refers to herself as PR for Preston, alongside attorney Deuce Forskin, who has frequently been a guest on her YouTube show. The hot as chili pepper topic, Mr. Hales, which is true. And this is something I point out every single time. Ducey is the one that tried to get me to cover this story. Why do you think that was? Why do you think it was so important for him to get me to cover this story? He wanted me to. He begged me to. He begged me to talk about his Kraken sleaze or whatever the hell it was. Something about noodles or oodles of noodles all over. I don't know. I've read through it, and well, he screwed up. That's pretty plain and simple. He screwed up, aka Bubbles. Yeah. See, I was just happy in my own little neck of the woods, just pushing out a little story here and there, watching the videos, and I was pretty much not even paying any attention. And I said this before, I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention what was going on with any other cases. I mean, I knew that there was stuff that happened with Lloyd's trailer. That's where the trespass thing came from. Knew that had happened. And so I think I watched that video and was just like, well, more crazy crap coming from this person. But no, he was very, very much wanting me to get into this damn story. Like you've got to cover this story, and it's unfair that you're not saying all that's going on in this story. I was like, well, let's see it. But see, they're not going to show you what they're covering or where they're getting their information from. And they're also telling you a tilted side of the story. They're telling you their story from a PR aspect. And the more that they push it, the more they push that PR, the further they get themselves into the shit with it. And then it comes out that they're causing all these issues. That they're causing 90% of the issues that are happening. Here's the thing. Libs never would have been in a lawsuit if it wasn't for Fleesa. She can blame Fleesa for that shit. I mean, not directly because, well, she was a participant in it. She was a participant in all of that shit. She's the one that created the Ho Dunks channel. She's the one that created all of the bad shit that they wanted to put out there. Calling Jeremy a racist, portraying him as a racist, portraying him as the devil, and then portraying Bruce as some sort of Christ figure. I mean, You gotta have no filter to do that kind of crap. So they continued doing that kind of shit. And it became very obvious that they were that what Jeremy was talking about, you know, in this damn lawsuit is like, these people are freaks and fools. I think he's hit it pretty damn well on that, because for whatever reason they've injected themselves, and I don't know if it's just narcissism or some sort of a sick sense of wanting to be part of something, looking for fame in all the wrong places. I don't know. I do know that they've involved more people than ever need to be in this. They brought in, what is it, paint chips and vomit. And who else have they brought in? I mean, you got Doocy over there, and Flea. How many people are they going to bring in on this? I just don't. I don't understand. Let's put it this way. If I would have started covering it and only covering it from their aspect, I would have been lambasted out of that group a long time ago, because I wouldn't have any tolerance for that bullshit that they're pulling. There's just no point to it. Types of public relations: create a good relationship with a relevant professional media, acting as their content source, updating them on a campaign. Now, according to PR Lab's blog, what does PR meaning? Definition: PR is a strategic communications process that sets out to build and maintain mutually beneficial relationship between two or more parties. And when done poorly, litigation PR can cause irrevocable harm, amplify public outrage, and worsen a legal situation. Poorly executed PR can damage reputations, generate negative press, and undermine legal strategies. Like you used tonight. Thank you very much, Cynic in Chief. I'm back to using it. Is it the music you like, or is it the visuals you like? And I ask seriously, because I've got some ideas. I got some ideas of it. You just got to tell me, is it the music or the visuals? Because I got something for you. If it's the visuals, I got something for you. If it's the music, then I got something for you. Thank you very much, Cynic in Chief, for the $2 super chat. You just tell me which one you like better, the music or the visuals. Now, as we found out, when done poorly, litigation PR can cause irrevocable harm, amplify public outrage, and worsen the legal situation. Poorly executed PR can damage reputations, generate negative press, undermine legal strategies, often compounding the challenges already faced by the legal team. Why do you think that Doocy left? Do you think it was because he was being insulted? Man, no. Nobody was attacking him. Nobody was going after him. Only thing that was happening with him is he was being exposed. Nobody's gone after Flea. Only thing that's happened is she's been exposed. Nobody's going after these people. They're just exposing them for what they are. Nobody went after Lips. They exposed her for what she was. And if you can't see the difference between where they've gone after people and attacked them, tried doxing, gone after Megan, doxing her, creating fake prawn, revenge prawn. That right there is what they've been doing. It wasn't because they were exposing them to anything, because they're being debunked every single time that Every exposure that they're trying to make, it's been debunked. Every time they come up with something, debunked. Every damn time. So, what exactly is it? It kind of goes back to the original meaning of the term, riding shotgun, which is what that literally meant. You had a trial, judgment, and sentence carried out within 60 seconds. Litigation PR gone wrong. 4 examples showcasing. PR can cause irrevocable harm, amplify public outrage. Legal situation, poorly executed PR can damage reputation, generate negative. The following statements and screenshots were captured yesterday, 1 hour before the 7-hour video suddenly vanished. You see? Gone. Why would they take it down? The video vanished shortly after it ended yesterday morning. Well, what was it that did it? In the video, Cook filmed 2 small dogs sitting on what appears to be a cot bed inside of a tent-like structure, followed by a video tour of a fence that lines the front of his property. He exits at the fence opening, shows his viewers Tubetown located on a nearby property owned by none other than Jeremy Hales. Now, while video guests refer to a CPO, or basically a civil protection order against Mr. Cook by Mr. Hales. As you can see, he's filming that right there. John Cooks approaches his neighbor's, Jeremy Hale's property, while filming on a YouTube live stream and receives instructions from the flea to film the famous pole tree on his property. John Cook makes a disturbing statement. Someone sent me something about that dude saying that people should just come and remove the fence pieces. Yeah, really? You want to incite somebody to get deleted? I can't attend a town meeting. My rights have been taken away. A swear word. John Cooks refers to one of Mr. Hale's friends, Madam Mayor, as just another puppet. Channel host Stacy says you have the right to attend the meetings regardless. John Cooks said he did. Hell, you convince Ohio of that. So he knows he's got a protective order against him right there. He's saying that he doesn't. That's been taken away from him. He can attend those meetings as long as Jeremy or George are not there. He can attend those meetings all he wants to. There's a protective order against him. And it sucks that they had to take it that far, but that's what they had to do to get them to stop. And then they continued on. The flea stated if John shows up there, George or Jeremy is going to find out, and George is going to drive her ass up there. There's another video of George driving up to town hall with Diana and Jessica. They are driving in. I think it's George's car. Well, I don't think I have the voice for it. There's a video of George driving up town hall with Diana and Jessica. They're driving in. I think George's car. They pull up town hall and Michelle and John are already there. George is there. She never gets out of the car. She just calls 911 saying they're in contempt of court. Well, it was unfounded, right? And John, isn't this one of the last what you guys were found guilty of? Well, what was it? So, yeah, weren't they found guilty of breaking a protective order? John Cook replies, yep. One of the police stated, Jeremy, with all the police reports, there was 4 of them that they were unfounded contempt of court according to Levy County Sheriff's Office, right? Well, of course, Stacy says, guys, I just want to stop you just because kind of putting John in a predicament that he can't talk. John Cook states, no, I can talk. I just won't comment on the judge. A video co-star stated, "Can I ask you a question, Lisa? How is this Ohio business when it all happened in Florida?" Shows you how ignorant they are. Lisa Lee stated they somehow got jurisdiction over they say is because Michelle contacted the mayor in Ohio via emails. I find that to be bullshit. Doesn't matter what you find it to be. What the judge found it to be was that they reached out, emailed, called, harassed the mayor going after him. Imagine that. That's how far she went to harass Jeremy. Ain't got no gas in it. That's how far she took it. That got a restraining order. It shows the level that these people will go through because they hadn't stopped. They're still harassing. They're still reaching out to the judge up in Ohio. They're reaching out to attorneys, Jeremy's attorneys, harassing them. Oh, you think it stops? No, they've just doubled down. All that stuff is going to be shown in court. This is what they're scared of. And the more that they do it, the more is going to be shown in court. It shows that they're doing the exact thing that they're accused of. And I'm not going to continue on with it. The judge also presided over Ohio case and the magistrate, and all I know is that whatever evidence Michelle and John had, that judge didn't either receive it in time or got it too late. I don't know, but from what Michelle told me, there you go. You're going to believe what Michelle told you, is that the judge said this isn't about you, it's about him, meaning Jeremy. Yep. Like a frog. Whatever evidence Michelle and John had that the judge didn't either receive in time. See, the games that you're playing, the judge probably saw what you filed and it was inappropriate. We've seen the way you idiots operate in the way that you file shit. You play games. And here's the thing. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So whatever it is that you were trying to show them just probably wasn't even worthy of the paper that you printed it out on. Lisa Lee stated because she's a plaintiff and he's a protector and order thingy, and they have to believe him. I don't know. Something changed here. I don't know. Of course you don't know. Because you're not privy to the actual court documents in Ohio, right? I mean, you shouldn't be, if I'm not mistaken. Those are not available to. I mean, I guess I could request it from the court. No, maybe I could ask Jeremy. Maybe he'd send them to me. I doubt it. He'd probably just tell me to piss off, like it's none of your business. But I don't care. I don't care what's going on in Ohio. Why? Because if I don't have it, then I don't have it. Simple as that. If I'm not allowed to read it online because it's sealed or protected, then I can't read it because it's sealed or protected. Now, Lynette probably has all that stuff. She'd probably read it out if she wanted to. She could read that stuff out. And I wonder why they haven't. Maybe because she's not allowed to. Maybe that's part of the protective order. Maybe they can't have any third-party communication. Hell, I don't know. They replayed a clip from Ohio where a judge issued a permanent protection order for Jeremy. Did they really? I haven't seen it. they replayed a clip. Was that recorded? I mean, was that recorded? I don't know. Was that recorded? Oh, that sucks, Calvin. Replayed a video clip where Jeremy was doing a little puppet show with figurines. Oh, okay. Jeremy was doing a little puppet show with figurines. Okay. I hadn't seen it yet. Judge said she didn't want to see it online. Oh, okay. That could be it. Yeah, it's from Ohio case. I don't know. The PO should not have been produced online, but the flea did. Protective order should not have been produced online, but it did years or so ago. Okay. I haven't seen it. I honestly haven't. I'm sure that it was pretty interesting. Quite true. Now, the flea stated because he's the plaintiff and his protection order thingy, yeah, it's called a civil protection order. And if you knew anything about what that means, it means leave it alone. Leave him alone. And they have to believe him. I don't know. Something changed here. I don't know. John Cook stated it might have been Volmit getting involved. Mm-hmm. You think? You think Volmit got involved? I don't know. He likes to get his stinky fingers into everything that he possibly can. And then wonders why it doesn't come out smelling like roses. I don't know. You can ask Paint Chip. He's been up in that ass so much. Lisa Lee stated somebody made this judge in Ohio open their eyes a little bit. Oh. Is Miss Lee suggesting ex parte communications? This is her thought. Got it. These are her internal thoughts. Is Miss Lee suggesting ex parte communications? John Cook disappears from the camera view briefly and returns. John Cook stated, I didn't figure you needed to see the inside of the porta potty, which means that that's what they're still using. As Cook shows a video tour of the fence and exits his property, he's instructed by Lisa Lee to approach a tree on Jeremy Hill's property. What did she say? Go right, John. Go right. See that dark pole? That tree or whatever? That's where the germ is, on that pole. Why would there be a germ on a pole? On the right. I believe it's a 360. Right, John? John replies. Yeah. Lisa Lee asks him, John can see that camera over there, that. John says, no, can't see. As he enters the back onto his property, Cook tells his two small dogs in a scolding tone, get in there, you rats. Well, I don't see that as a bad thing. I call my dog little rat dogs anyway, so I don't see that as being bad. I call my dogs rat dogs. They're little rats. They're cute little rats, but they're still little rats. Two small dogs and fleas public relations picture from her internet redacted for use in a news story. Video guest. I've got a question for you, Lisa. Isn't it illegal to set a camera on somebody else's home? Well, it would be illegal to set my camera on your home. Say, for example, Star Z. It would be illegal for me to take my camera and put it on your home. That would be illegal. Now, Lisa replies, there's several different statutes that fall under. You have to prove he's stalking. You're allowed to have surveillance on your property as far as your property line goes. John Cook stated, I was just saying, I got to have a camera up there to protect the junk. What junk? So those cameras watch over whose filming comes in and out of John and Michelle's property. Isn't there a law about filming children without their parents' permission? Yes! Screams Lisa. What are you talking about? I have cameras all around my house. All around my house. And if somebody happens to walk by or drive up, it films them. If there just happens to be a kid walking by with a dog, then it films the kid walking by with a dog. Big whoop. It's for my protection of my property. John, junk sounds wrong. Lisa Lee replies, yes. Video guest, hasn't Jeremy violated that about a dozen times? And Lisa goes, yes. And note, Jeremy Hales has never filmed the child, but this person has. Interesting, isn't it? Video guest, that evidence needs to be brought into court so he can get arrested for that. So he can get arrested. So you're wanting to arrest somebody for what? What evidence? What are you going to do? You're going to go destroy his camera? Because he's filming his own property? Well, and see, all that stuff gets uploaded into the cloud, so it doesn't go away. Yeah, you're allowed to film cameras. You're not allowed cameras for filming others' property for exactly. Absolutely. But you also have to prove that they're stalking. He's allowed to have the cameras up on his property. And if you look at the statutes, it doesn't matter. You can put up a privacy fence. If you don't want the camera filming that part of your property, put up a privacy fence. I mean, most of the time you can say, can you turn it another way? And most times people will say, sure. That evidence needs to be brought into court so he can get arrested for that. Everything that he's done, we can find statutes for. Basically, what I'm going to say is under plop 'em up. This is a made-up acronym that does not exist in the court of law. That's just like saying I'm going to bring someone up under First Amendment. Plop 'em up doesn't exist. It's not a thing. You're not going to make fetch happen. That's all evidence. And that evidence goes to the authorities. They already have a handle on that. It'll be available for all the court cases when it's necessary. Oh, yes. So necessary. Well, the flea continues. Bruce has been getting the information out there, and he's tried to vacate the judge for not paying attention to the things he is saying. He basically got his story out there with a motion to vacate. He's got a summary judgment out there. Sure. No, that's already been dismissed. Idiot. It's already been dismissed. In case this is why it helps reading the court cases. In case you didn't know, that's already been dismissed, you dummy. The judge already ruled on it. The same judge that ruled on Federico's bullshit lawsuit that said it was filled with absolute garbage ruled on that already. That it's denied. Yeah, it helps if you read the court documents because it's right there. Right before everything started kicking back off again, right before your little what, I don't know what you'd call her. Right before all that happened, before, all the camper was sold off, before she filed bankruptcy. Yeah, that was already dismissed. It's the same one where Bruce is supposed to show up for sanctions. Yeah, they haven't ruled on that yet. Male guest, were you talking about the banners that everyone provided? And John Cook replies, yes. Lisa also replies, yes. Male guest, so if you put them up, do you think that would stop them all? The flea says, yes, they won't go over there and film anymore. I'll tell you that much, because all they will be looking at is banners everywhere. John Cook stated, we just had our 30-second visit from CPOs. Child Protective Services. 30-second visit from CPS. Same day with Fish and Game. So Fish and Game's been there. CPS has been there. Video guest. John, that's blah. They don't need to come out there anymore. These people need to stop it, Zach. I don't know.
Steady replies, unfortunately, it's not going to stop until it goes through the courts and the judge tells them to. That's the problem, right?
What John the Cook says, our CPS are not really happy right now. Video guest, can CPS press charges for a fake report? The flea replies, yep, they are. They sure are. John Cook replies, and also Marble Mouth has been turned over to them too. Marble Mouth? Wouldn't you say that Marble Mouth is your friend, the flea? But because she's inciting it. If they're trying to accuse of Megan inciting that, never once. Never once has she told anybody to contact CPOs. Never. He's talking about George. Nope, George hasn't done that either. Is he talking about Jeremy? No. Jeremy hasn't done that either. Is he talking about what? Who would he be talking about? He's talking about Shara? I don't think Shara's done that either. So who's been inciting people to do this? Georgie? Has Georgie told him to contact CPS? See, I don't know. Polly plop flop fizz fizz heartburn and headache it is. I don't understand. Georgie is doing that? I don't think Georgie's doing that. I don't know. I'm confused because I don't think Georgie is doing that. But I mean, I could be wrong. But they've never shown any proof of that happening. Yeah, see, I didn't think so. I didn't think they would do something like that. Georgie and Coop say they've never done it. Yeah. They're blaming her? What the hell? That's what Fleece is accusing over and over again. Why is she accusing her? I don't know. Georgie seems like a sweetheart. Okay. But I just don't see her doing that. Georgie person to hate. Oh, yeah. They got to have a new person to hate every week. Of course. Yep. Video gas by filing fake reports. Fleece says, yep. There's someone right now that they're on top of that case. Well, it's better than being inside of it. Looking at everything they're looking at, all the cause that came in, where they came from, everything. Really? Really? Of course not. Felicia just flaps her. I watched her spin lies and hear her head whistle. That's right. Megan says she watched the live. Georgie said she wanted to protect CPS. That was all she said. Protest CPS. Oh. John Cook. Yep. Cook discusses CPS as he inhales multiple early morning hits from his vape pipe live on YouTube. Well, I hit mine all the time too. So tough. All photos from the internet redacted and user info used news story. John Cook stated, when the CPS shows up, they're just shaking their heads. They have to come up with such extraordinary, outrageous complaints. Now CPS showed up at the gate. I opened it up for her. I looked her in the face and I said to her, what happened? Did a tortoise get graped? And it turns out it was a tortoise bite. CPS said I was close. The flea laughs with her husky laugh. Video guest, I can't believe they keep coming out when it's been false reports. How many times? The flea replies, Marble Mouth is Georgie, who is on Mr. Coop's show. I don't know what KG is supposed to be. But John Cook replies, I couldn't turn over the information on her. If you got her information, CPS would like it, send it. Now, who's calling CPS? Need more hydration? We'll get some more hydration. That's what I'm doing. I'm hydrating. Got my water bottle tonight. I've been dehydrated the past couple of days. I couldn't turn over the information on her if you got her information. The flea says, and because she's on Mr. Coop's channel doing it, Mr. Coop gets involved too. Male guest, John, how are you doing? John Cook replies, Coop, I'm built different. Yeah. The flea says, I can't believe that John's containing himself the way he has. Male guest says, I can imagine what he's thinking at the time. I want to whack his hair again. Oh, she's a kid. And of course, John Cook replies, oh, yeah. The flea replies with husky laughter. The male guest replies, Evacuation, John. John Cook replies, yeah, I couldn't break my composure. Best. Actually, the customers and the flea jumps in to offer Cook an answer. Cheers. John Cook replies, the cashier's more than anything. The flea replies, yeah, the look on her face, complete shock. John Cook replies, when I was leaving there, some guy looked at me and he goes, oh, who the hell is that asshat? Flea replies with husky laughter. During John Cook's live tour, video tour of his property, he showed his chick coop, tortoise enclosure, and his large dog that appeared to be scratching and biting at himself as he was agitated by fleas. Amazing. Fleas happen. Fleas and why they never go away. If dastardly fleas seem to be ever present, it's because they are. Do fleas cause a problem? Oh, yes. Dono solo. Florida flea season is year-round. Florida does not have normal seasons of spring, summer, autumn, and fall. Florida has rainy season, hurricane season, snowbird season, and tourist seasons. Florida provides many means of transportation for fleas. Only if you have a big enough truck. Maintaining a flea-free home environment. A clean home environment is imperative. And about the fleas, Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. Fleas about the fleas. The video guest asks, so those cameras, I wonder, is that all germs phones the minute they leave and follow John and Michelle? Or do they get calls John and Michelle left? John Cook replies, probably a notification, just like my cameras. You move, I know it. Lisa Lee replies, and that's how you get a lot of footage on them when he drives by on his tractor. John Cook replies, yeah. Lisa Lee replies, Jerem didn't expect John and Michelle to pop up with all these cameras. John Cook stated, Michelle talking about doing YouTube for the tortoises, and if I'd be on it,
And I said, if you want me to help you, I'll film it. But again, that part of the business got destroyed with the tortoises.
The male guest.
Can I ask you a question? Are you fighting with Lisa?
John Cook.
Oh, no. I already clarified that when I said that on the page.
Male guest replied, there you go, John. Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go, John. Not fighting with Lisa.
John Cook replied,
well, if I was fighting with her, would I be answering her?
Lisa replies, ho, 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 Dono solo. John Cook replies,
well, if you knew me, if I was fighting her, there would be claw marks everywhere and there would be words going. There'd be no obscene words. There's no obscene words flying. I don't say those dirty words.
Lisa laughs robustly. Ho, 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 Dono solo. Male guest.
I just wanted to troll you here. You're not fighting with Lisa. All the bullshit that's going on is just garbage.
John Cook replies,
well, it's been garbage since the word go, as he deeply inhales his vape pipe. And it's gotten worse. You know, it's all content, but if you look at it this way, can you hear his trolls? You hear this?
Cook directly addresses the public.
The more he makes, the more I'm gonna take.
The male guests on the others clap their hands loudly. Tambourines shake and multiple guests laugh in agreement with Cook. John Cook declares,
yeah, I'm waiting for the countersuits. They want to go deep. That's when it's going to get really interesting.
Lisa Lee jumps in stating, oh yeah. So basically what's happening now seems the judge is waiting for everybody to get their motions or their responses in, which because so far it's all motions to dismiss, right? So so waiting for Dave to get served, to Richard to get served. Ray has a motion. Robbie's gonna have a motion. Oh, and then the ocean's gonna sway with and then Dave and Richard will have motions. So once all the defense have their motions to dismiss and the reasons why judges go to answer, if he doesn't dismiss the case, be quite shocking.
John Cook replies, bonds.
Lisa Lee replies, yes, there you go, bonds.
John Cook replies, I guarantee I'm filing.
Lisa Lee replies,
good for you, John.
She nervously continues,
because I didn't talk about you that. But when that came up and I found out, I was like, holy shit. I told Richard, I said, did you see this tattoo? He said, yeah, I like that. It's legit. It's like, holy shit. I was like, okay, let's see if this case is still in the works after all these motions dismissed. I feel bad for no. I feel bad. It's going to be quite interesting to see what everybody files next.
John Cook replies, I still can't even figure out why I'm in these two cases or other ones in Ohio.
Lisa replies,
exactly. They are the individuals in Ohio that made no jurisdiction. Respect my authority over John whatsoever. I don't believe that they have it over myself, either with an email.
John Cook replies,
well, my mother would be in jail for all the letters she sent to the presidents then.
Stacy Channel's host replies, they're more like roommates. John Cook replies,
well, we raised a child together. She's my heart.
The male guest replies,
honestly, if I got a lot of respect for you, mate.
John Cook replies,
then again, we support each other, so we don't see eye to eye. Should I say we don't see eye to eye on some things? I like the one-eyed bandit. And I've told Lisa many, many times, I'm in for this. Hey.
Lisa replies, yep.
John Cook declares, as I said, she's my heart.
Male guest replies, you're dead meat. John Cook states,
I hear people, they should, how do you put this? To the property and take that child out of here? Well, bring your body bag is all I say. Male guest replies nervously, nah, you can't say that. Video guest states, we got more cases on, more cases on you. John Cook replies, I want to clear something up. The reason I'm not on Lisa's show is summer hours. 4 minutes later, the channel host Stacy states, I think we're going to shut down now, with a quiet tone. John Cook replies, it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-K-K-E. Stacy closes the show, and soon after, her video vanishes from her channel. Now, Lisa Lee was contacted by Shara, YouTube channel host. Lisa Lee and Stacy. Contacted Lisa Lee and Stacy by Shara for a statement and have not received a response. And she says she will remain open for any statements or corrections they would like to add to this article at any time. Interesting. Way to go, Shara. Way to go, Shara. Okay, that's another positive step forward. From everything that has been said about the violent, voluntary, dismissing people in the know have said he can't. It's too funny. Megan will be disappointed. Well, I hope she's not disappointed. Well, is that true about John not being able to file anymore? I don't know. Can they file it late, or would it be rejected? File what late? I don't know. Maybe I'll be okay. Oh, well in hand. Not in my hand, but well, you know what I mean. Well, you just keep your hand out of there. Just keep your hand out of there. All right. I don't know if I can do this one tonight. Damn. This is a little bit more of the smoke, lies, and business casualties. It's time for congratulations for Jeremy, Tug, Megan. Lawsuit's been up for over 21 days. I know, isn't it? Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Not responding to her suit. Well, here's the thing. She can still file late. And they would ask leave of the court for filing late. And a lot of times it'll get filed and it won't show up on time. It happens. It happens. Don't know. It's not my concern. And congratulations to them, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's going to be fresh and proper. I don't think I can do this one tonight. Oh, it's more of that story. I really want to get back into it. It's just such garbage. I can't do the voices tonight. My voice is about shot. I've been trying to keep my voice lubed up with water, but it's just not taking care of me like it should. So, all right, we'll try it. We've got a few minutes. All right, so here we go. We're gonna kick in part. What is it? Part 8 of this story now. Part 9. I forget how far we're into it, but we're gonna give it a try.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
She leans in now, the voice dropping into that conspiratorial hush she uses when she wants to sound like she's letting you in on classified intel. You wouldn't believe how many people he thinks are in his corner, smiling in his face, nodding along, playing the part,
when they come to me like later, oh, you would believe what he said about you today. And I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I would believe it, because that's who he is. But thanks for the confirmation, sweetheart.
There's that smug little laugh again. The one that says she thinks she's some mob boss collecting tribute.
It's like he's living in this bubble thinking loyalty's locked down, but loyalty brought in with fear ain't loyalty. The second they see a crack in his armor, they're looking for a safe place to land, and guess what? I'm that place. I am a lifeboat.
She drags on her cigarette, exhales now, milking the suspense.
Yeah, some of them are scared. Don't want to be seen talking to me, so they use burners, other people's phones. Drop stuff in dead spots like it's a Cold War movie, and honestly, I live for it. Makes me feel like I'm running a covert op from my garage. Who needs a CIA budget when you got pissed off ex-friends and an unlimited data plan?
Then comes the flex.
I don't beg. I don't twist arms. They come to me because they're done with him. Done with the lies, the manipulation, the bullshit. They want someone who will put it out there instead of sweeping it under the rug. That's me. I'm the rug flipper.
Tone sharpens like a knife glinting under the light.
And before anyone chirps, she's making it up. Fuck you. I've got receipts. More than I can use in a week. Think I'd risk my credibility with fake shit? Nah. Reckless, sure. Petty. Absolutely stupid. Not a chance.
Silence hums with a box fan somewhere in that dim garage. Then the kill shot.
He hates that I exist, not because I lie, because I tell the truth. I'm a warrior he can't control, and the more he tries to shut me up, the louder I get. He wants me off his back, stop handing me new ammo every fucking week.
Her laugh at this time is full-bodied, mean gravel scraping concrete.
Hell, at this point, I think he's working for me. Every dumb move, he keeps making my inbox full. He's like my unpaid intern, and I don't even got to give him health benefits.
She shifts gears from ultra low to low, voice tightening with conviction.
This ain't personal anymore. It's about everyone he's screwed over, everyone he's conned, everyone he's silenced. I just happen to be the one he's not afraid to say it. If that makes me the villain in this story, good. Every story needs a villain, and I play the role better than he ever played hero.
Another drag, another exhale, like smoke curling over a chessboard.
See, guys like him think glue holds people together forever, but the cracks they be showing. People, they be getting tired. They realize they're standing in a swamp or wondering why it stinks.
She chuckles low.
Oh, so low. And I don't recruit. That's the beauty. They leave on their own, and when they do, they talk. Oh, do they talk. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. It's like they've been waiting for permission to spill.
The chair creaks. It's pain. She's leaning in now.
Some trickling quiet. Test the water's a little piece of info. Once they see I got won't burn them. Floodgates. Suddenly I got timelines, names, screenshots, dirt that don't wash off.
Another sharp laugh, like knife on glass.
And I just sit here in my garage, no makeup, hair a mess, chain smoking, and somehow I got more pull than him over his ivory tower. Tell me, that ain't poetic justice.
Then she twists in paranoia.
What kills him is he can't figure out who's talking. Makes him crazy. Starts side-eyeing his own people, thinking everyone's a traitor. I don't correct him. Let him stew. Let him clean house till it's just him in his echo chamber. That's how you win without playing the board.
She smirks through another inhale.
The best part, he's losing people he never thought would walk. Once they're gone, they don't come back. I make sure of that. Not by begging, not by bribing, just by showing them what freedom feels like. You don't go back to prison after fresh air.
The pause lingers like she's circling a name she's not ready to drop.
Some exits are loud. They slam doors, break shit, make sure everyone knows they're done. And he can't spin it as a misunderstanding. Everyone sees it. Somebody finally saying, fuck you, and I mean it.
Ashtray hits the tray. The ash hits the tray with a tap.
Oh, yeah. One in particular, that one stung. You can tell by how quick he tried to play it off. What? No, we're good. You're not good. That bridge isn't burned. It's vaporized.
Her inhale rattles, exhale, sharp voice honed like a blade.
Yeah, and there's her, Michelle.
The name drops like venom, hissed more than spoken.
Michelle thought she was untouchable, playing both sides. Bitch, please.
The cackle that follows sticks in the air like smoke. She came in all wide-eyed. I just want to help. I'm here for the cause. And I believed her. Thought she was solid. Turns out she was a wet cardboard. Sweetness fades. Venom returns. She ran back to him, took everything she knew and handed it over like a little errand girl. That's betrayal. You don't eat at my table, drink at my cup, and then run your mouth to my enemy. Nah, that's when you're dead to me. Each ash flick is another nail in Michelle's coffin. And the funniest part, she thought he'd have her back, like he's capable of loyalty. Girl, you're disposable. Flavor of the month. Voice drops lower if it could. I'm not mad you chose him. I'm mad you used me. You sat in my circle, nodded along through shade, then flipped. That's cowardice. Another drag exhaled through a smirk. When you figure it out, Michelle, don't crawl back. My loyalty is a one-time offer. You cast yours for cheap-ass approval from a man who wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Silence after lands like a mic drop. Yeah, Michelle was a lesson. Now I know better. Some people just don't deserve the calories. Chapter 3. The Burn Victims Club. Speaking of Burn Victims Club, I have something for you guys in a bit. She leans back, the laugh half a growl. People acting like I'm sitting here making shit up because I got nothing better to do. Nah, I've been around long enough to see it over and over. I don't invent stories. I watch them play out in real time. And you know what? The list is long, real long. This ain't one or two names. It's a whole club. It's almost as long as that Subway sandwich I keep stuffing my face with. The Burn Victims Club. Everybody gets torched sooner or later. Doesn't matter how special you think you are. You're not immune. I seen the most loyal, the ones who defend him till the death, got chewed up, spit out. She drags smoke curling up in lazy defiance. Some don't even realize it right away. They're still making excuses. Oh, he's busy. He didn't mean it. He's just going through something. Yeah, keep telling yourself that while he lines up his next sucker. I've seen it 100 times. When the light finally goes on, when they realize they were just a tool, a throwaway, that's when it gets funny. The heartbreak, the shock. Like they didn't have the warning signs plastered all over the wall. Chair groans as she shifts. And yeah, I keep a list. I could read the whole damn roll call if I wanted to, and some of you would choke hearing who's on it. But you don't have to. You've seen it. The vanishing post, the sudden silence, the people who are glued to his hip now pretend he doesn't exist. That ain't an accident, that's the pattern. Still, every face thinks they're the exception. That's how they end up in my club. She chuckles, low, bitter. Burn Victims Club. You don't sign up. You wake up one day and realize you're already on fire. The next inhale rattles in her chest. And I'm not being cute when I say it. This isn't a gimmick. I got years of screenshots, calls, receipts, same script every time. Love bombing, private calls, your family. Then the second you stop being useful, gone, goes it. Like you never existed. Then he rewrites the story, paints who's a villain. I heard it all. They're crazy. They was never loyal. They're mad I wouldn't give them what they wanted. Same recycled lines, same gaslight bullshit. And her voice sharpens, riding the rhythm. Sort of like a whale on the ocean. And the funniest part, half people who swore I was the devil are in my inbox now, whispering, begging, sending me receipts at 2 a.m, crying that I was right all along. Ain't that rich? They trashed me and now they're rowing in my boat. Welcome to the club, sweetheart. You're late, but you made it. She smirks, savoring every inch of it. Every single one of them says the same thing. Thought I was different. That's the hook. Makes you think you're the exception. The one he won't talk shit about behind your back. And when you finally find out he did, oh, the meltdown, the tears, the outrage, like they didn't already know. Another drag. Exhales slowly. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. No more starry eyes, no more excuses. You either keep the crap sandwich or you throw it in the trash. Some hang out in pride, just avoiding I was right. They'll go down with the ship, smiling through the smoke. When it finally sinks, they crawl to me, drenched, broken, every single time.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh man, don't know how hard that is on the voice. About blew that one out. Oh, thank you, Star Z. But you know what? I got something special for you guys tonight. So if you've been hanging out this long, you guys get to hear, well, actually get to see a new video I've been working on. I'm only going to show you part of it. Actually, I think I already did show you part of it one night, but I got another one. It's even better. So I'll show you that one instead. Oh my, oh my. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. And Star Z, I appreciate you so much. But this one, I think you guys are going to find quite entertaining. Give me a second to pull it up here, because it's definitely going to, I think you guys will find it pretty interesting. The goldfish one? Well, the goldfish one, yes, that one's already been released. This is one you haven't seen yet. It's better than the goldfish one. If you can imagine something better than that, well, you're about to hear one off the next album that's going to be coming out. It should be out sometime next month, because they wouldn't let me put another video out. I mean, another recording out. So I've got a whole album coming out, and you guys get the first peek of it. This is better than the goldfish. I guarantee it. Don't leave yet, because this one's going to be good. This one's going to get your feet a stomping. Just hold on. Let me bring it up for you so you guys can see what exactly it is. Here we go. Here it comes. You ready? This is good. It's called the Lemon Caper Blues. Oh, yeah.
Bought a camper, thought it was home. 2 years old and rotten to the bone. Camper was a lemon from the very first day. Toilet flusher stuck, water ran away. Flooded the floor when we weren't at home. Underside rod, I couldn't call it my own. I pulled that toilet, watched a video too, but the repair guy laughed, said they're all crap, it's true. The camper left cause a black mold grew. Headaches and sinuses and made us move. It shocked our hands in a lightning storm. The bottom fell out, it wouldn't keep us warm. Point blank truth, no secret to lose. That's the story of my lemon camper blues. Hurricanes blew, rain found its slide. Black as mold like dirt piles inside. Scrubbed and scrubbed, but it came right back. Doctor said get out before your health cracks. Didn't want my little girl sick from the air, so I called the bank, said come get it, I don't care. The camper left cause the black.
I love teasing you guys so much. Mold and yeah. So that's just a taste of what I've got coming out. So stick around. You'll see more of these videos I've got. I'm thinking, wish it were that clean. Love it. I hope you do. I hope you do. Trust me. Every single song on this album is good. I'm enjoying it. And then I've got another one that I don't know how well. I don't know if it's done yet or not. I don't think I've uploaded it because I didn't like the way that it looked. It was the visuals just weren't working right. It was something was wrong with it. But I also have another one that I'll show you tomorrow. So you guys get to see that one tomorrow. Of course, I also have the bended knees and broken permits. That one's a pretty good one too. So gross. It's great. Love it. No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Get yourself some rest, and I'll send everybody else over somewhere else. I know somebody's got to be streaming right now. Yeah, it looks like my buddy Camelot's streaming. You guys go over, and he's going to be talking about Cracker Barrel. That's what I'm going to be talking about very soon. But this right here is going to be He's the fun one to watch tonight. So enjoy it, and go show him some love because he's good people. I know he's from Alabama. We forgive him for that, but you know, he's still good people. So everybody have a good night, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace, y'all. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, send in your bread. I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. Like count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, you're a mental plane. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Jundin will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.
Throw up some